Good morning and welcome to Wholesome Roots. Today is another edition of Forage Friday. Today's Forage Friday spotlight is going to be on Smartweed. All that white blooming plant you see behind me, that is Smartweed. Most of the Smartweed that I have seen has been the red blooming type. Here, I'll show you. So it's not quite red, it's more of a pink. But this is the one that I see the most often. And I've always wondered what its uses were. And so when I was doing some research, I found out that it can be used as a pepper replacement because it's spicy. The leaves and the seeds are supposed to be spicy. But when I sampled this one, the pink one, I thought, you know, I'm chewing on this leaf, I taste nothing. It doesn't taste like anything. I didn't sense any pepper from the pink flowering one whatsoever, even though it is the most commonly used one that I've seen in my research. So I kind of thought, well, what's the point of doing the video if I don't even sense the pepper? Maybe I'll choose something else to do my video about instead, even though I'd already spent some time researching this one. And then I looked over here and I saw that we had a huge section of the white one. And so because of my original taste test of the pink one, I went ahead and popped a big piece of leaf in my mouth and started chewing. My entire mouth, including my lips, started burning. It was so spicy. I was like, oh my goodness, what a world of difference between the two different species of the same plant. And so that's when I said, okay, camera's going on and we are going to discuss this plant. Because it is a great opportunity, especially for somebody like me who's had to give up nightshades because of my Hashimoto's. I can no longer have cayenne pepper in my dishes, and I've been trying to think of ways to add a heat element. Now I can use some horseradish, that will work. There are many other things I'm sure I could come up with. Black pepper has been my main go-to up till now. But after experiencing this, I will definitely be using this to make some spicy dishes for myself. So I'm thinking with the combination of this plant and some of the curry leaves that my friend Deb Kettleston sent me, I could actually come up with a curry dish that will be something that I can enjoy even though I can't have nightshades. So it's a great alternative for somebody like me. So these seeds and flowers and the leaves can all be used. The leaves can be dehydrated and used as a dry heat source. So it's a great opportunity to harvest some while it's in season, put it in my dehydrator, and then I have the fresh herb all winter to use. The plant is pretty easy to identify. It's got these long willow-like leaves. They are alternate on the stem, and the stems have lots of nodes. They have lots of bends in the knees. These plants like to grow in hot and warm environments, so they do really well in the south, and they tend to kind of take over any wet areas. We are really close to the pond right here, so I'm guessing that's why they've moved into this area so abundantly, and I'm guessing that's why the goats don't eat them, is because of that spicy factor. So the fact that they've come in here where the goats have already been tells me that the last time that the goats went through this area, they ate everything else, and these were allowed to reseed because they didn't eat them. So now we have a huge section, which I'm not complaining about. I think this is going to be a great thing. I'm going to harvest some today and put it in my dehydrator and let it be a source of spicy things for me to add. Now I can take it now fresh and put it into some soups or stir fry if I want to add a nice spiciness to them. And they are considered a diuretic. Some people need to be careful if they have high blood pressure not to take a lot of it because it can increase your blood pressure because of the spicy factor. I'm really looking forward to adding some of this fresh to my dinner tonight. In fact, I'm making some wonderful cassava tortillas and some brown rice and black beans and some homemade goat sour cream. So those are all things that I can eat on my special diet, so it makes me really happy to be able to add some spice to it. I'm gonna have to be careful not to add it to the kids' dish, but I will definitely be adding a good amount to mine and getting that spicy kick that I enjoy so much from hot peppers that I've been missing. That's pretty much it for this one. Another short Forage Friday video to help you learn a little bit about a specific weed that might be in your yard or in your area that you might be able to go out and forage for. So I hope this gives you just a little taste of the information that you can learn more about this weed if you're interested. Thank you guys for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.